played our best football against this team in the past, and so I would like to see us go out there and play our best game and see where it ends up.
This is the ODU Coaches Show on News 3.
Well, after a bye week, it is Coach Rahne's favorite time of the week, his chance to talk football with us. Welcome back in to the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show. Coach, thanks a lot for being with us. So first off, we talked about the bye week. How was the bye week? How productive was it? And what were you guys able to get done?
Yeah, it was a productive week. I think, we've had very great weather this whole season. We haven't had any issues. And then, we've had good timing. So this is the first week where we had some weather issues, where we actually on Tuesday, where we were going to practice, we weren't able to. But we still got some good walkthroughs, some good meetings. Then we had a great practice on Wednesday. Guys flew around, did some good things. And then as coaches, we got on the road and we went recruiting. We had guys throughout the country on Thursday watching games, Friday, and then Saturday. So for coaches, it's not too much of a bye week. In fact, it's pretty exhausting. But for the players, they're able to get healthy and get ready to go for the next week and for the rest of the season.
Yeah, no days off for the coaching staff, especially in the fall. I know you guys have moved on from the Virginia Tech game, but what was that response like for you guys? In the days immediately following that win at Tech.
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky. I got to go out recruiting in the state of Virginia on Friday, and obviously I heard a lot of people yelling at me and those sort of things and telling me congratulations. But yeah, you said it right. We're moving on. We're ready. We know we've got an incredible opponent coming up here in Liberty, and so we got to get ready to go. So for us, I think the bye week really helped us with that, because it kind of, hey, this thing's over now. We need to get going on. And there was, maybe if it was lingering into Tuesday more than I would like, that it wasn't as big a deal because it was a bye week. So I think the bye week kind of hit at a perfect time for us.
Absolutely. So I'll make this my last question about that game. Obviously, there's a human element to football, and you and Coach Pry go back a while. So I'm sure that rough news for you on a personal level with what happened to him at Tech.
Yeah, I would say, not to get too deep on it, this past couple weeks have been pretty impactful in terms of the human side of coaching. Obviously, Coach Pry, and I know his family, and right after the game, I'm getting interviewed by ACC Network, and obviously it's a very exciting time for me, my family, our team, and waiting there to congratulate me is his wife and two daughters, and you immediately think about what might happen to them and those sort of things. And then one of my good friends, Sean Clark, former head coach at App State, he passed away suddenly, and so I think it just kind of, it hits all of us again.
Sure.
Maybe some of the impacts, tolls to our health, tolls to our families, tolls to our psyche that can happen in this game. On the flip side of it, I like I said, Sean's a good friend of mine. I don't think there's anything in the world he wanted to do more than coach football.
Yeah.
And so I think that we all know that some of those sacrifices are made, but we also understand that we have a job that I wouldn't trade for $1 million, for anything. And so I know I'm very blessed and very lucky, and I know Coach Pry feels the same way. And Coach Pry is going to coach again, and he's a great football coach, and I know he's going to go out there and he's going to get to do what he loves again too. So it's one of those things that it was these last couple of weeks for, I think, coaches everywhere, kind of a shock to the system of how real life some of these things are.
Now, you guys now shift on to Liberty, a team that is on a 3-game slide, has only scored 13 points in each of its last 2 games. But I know you guys aren't looking too much into those numbers. They're a program that historically, especially here in recent years, has shown they can play some football.
Yeah. I mean, Coach, their coach is doing an amazing job. We know they're going to be able to score points.
Yeah.
And when you watch it, they're inches away from scoring 20 more points a game.
Yeah.
I mean, there's shots that they're just barely missing. There's some option plays that are just barely not going the distance and things like that. So we know we're going up against a team that is incredibly talented, that has a great scheme, a very challenging scheme on both sides of the ball. And so this is going to be something that we're going to have to go out there and play our best football in order to get the win.
Now, they also have a quarterback that you guys are familiar with in Ethan Vasco. He was hurt in that JMU game, so I'm not exactly sure what his status will be for tomorrow's game. But no matter who the quarterback is, I'm sure you guys know their offense can score points, as you said. But Ethan's a guy you've seen on several levels, I guess. Here.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan was committed to us at one point, obviously a local kid, and we hope he's able to play, because I don't wish football being taken away from anybody.
No,
so
not at all.
I hope he can play, and I hope he's in there. If not, they've got some other talented kids, and we'll be ready for it. But it is certainly something that you're always hoping that a guy can go out there and play, especially when he's able to come home and play in front of maybe some of his friends and family.
A team that typically has offensive firepower only gained 233 yards against JMU. What were the Dukes doing to slow them down? What was working for JMU?
They were controlling the line of scrimmage. I thought they tackled well, and then they played their responsibility and had good eye discipline, which you have to do in against an option-based offense, and you got to be able to do that. And I thought they did a nice job with that.
You guys have only allowed 2 sacks total in 3 games. Last year for 3 games, you guys allowed 15 sacks. What's the difference been?
I think it's everybody. I know I talk about this a lot, and everyone gets sick of me, but obviously I think the offensive line has improved, and,
Sure.
and Coach Huddle's done an unbelievable job, not only with the technique, but also with the mentality of that group. That group competes, and they're doing some great things. They're communicating well, and we're doing some good things there. I think the wideouts are getting open on time. I think the quarterback's getting the ball out on time. I think the running backs and the tight ends are doing a much improved job in pass protection. So I think it's a little bit of everybody.
Yeah.
And then we're also running the ball better, which allows us to utilize our play action pass and makes it so guys can't pin their ears back. We also haven't been putting ourselves in too many 3rd and longs, which that can be a real problem in terms of sacks and chaos plays like that. So yeah, I think overall I think it's a little bit of everybody. The coaches are doing a nice job, and we've changed a couple things up, but the players are really adapting and playing well.
Hoping that can all help you guys take down the Flames. They're a team that's beaten you 3 times since you've been here. What would it mean for you guys to get this win, go to 3-1, and come back home ushering in a victory?
Well, I mean, obviously we want to go 1-0. That's always our goal each and every week, and this is a team that we haven't played our best football against yet, and so we that's what I want us to do. I want us to go play our best ball and get the win. I mean, that's all that matters to me. The other games we played don't matter. I just want us to go out there, play our best football, offense, defense, and special teams, and if we do that, I feel confident about what will happen. But really, that's what's got to happen. We got to play fast, we got to play violent, we got to play confident and play with conviction and do those sort of things in order to get that win.
Well, the Monarchs playing some pretty good football 2 weeks ago. We're going to dive into film with Coach coming up when the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show continues right after this.
And keeps it. Joseph keeps it. 5, dives, touchdown Old Dominion. Colton Joseph keeps it himself. Another quick-handed fake to Markai James. Colton goes near side and gets the Monarchs on the board. You hand it off to Jones up the middle. Touchdown! Old Dominion! 11 yards for Traquan, and it's 20-zip Monarchs.
An excited Ted Alexander on 94.1, the Old Dominion Sports Radio Network. Back here now with Coach Rahne. And Coach, you guys coming off that big win at Virginia Tech. They're all big, but this one pretty exciting for the fan base, definitely. Let's break down a couple plays that were key in this win, and all of them come from the first half. I want to start with your first score. Dial up Colton Joseph here. Great play here, holding it and then taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he makes a nice read here, and then he also, he's fast enough to where he's able to get around and get free. I think the key is we're able to run the ball inside, and that sucks in the linebackers, it sucks in the overhang, and then we're able to get outside of them for a big-time score. So, we have to be able to run the ball first inside and make those plays. Obviously, a good spin of the ball.
Yeah,
right
practice
there.
the ball spin.
Yeah,
right?
that's a nice one. But, we're able to run the ball inside there, and that's the thing that gets them loose there.
When they dialed this up, you guys had 2 wide receivers kind of stacked on the far side. Is that a distraction, or is that?
No. I mean, there's a lot of different things we do out of that. It's one of our base formations.
Sure.
Obviously, we like to use all 53 1/3, which is how wide the field is.
Right.
We want to use the whole thing, and that's, by stacking them there, we're able to, remove some guys, but also if guys aren't removed, we're able to take advantage of some other things there.
You've been very complimentary of Colton this year, just about how you said last segment how he's taken his game to the next level, and on several of our programs you've talked about how well he's kind of elevated his game.
Yeah, I'm proud of the way he's taken it next step. He's not just depending on athletic ability. He's not just depending on explosive plays. He's really taken the next step of being a quarterback and throwing the ball, throwing guys open, taking checkdowns when it's not there, not holding onto the ball and getting rid of the ball and those sort of things to not take sacks and keep us ahead of the sticks. Protecting the football for the most part, he's done a nice job with that. Obviously, I know in the first game, but even then, I think he the decision making has been good.
Let's go on to the next part of the other side of the ball now. This is one of the biggest plays in the game, I think, here early in this game. Kyron Drones looking. Now, I'm sure you'd like to see the defense dial it up a little bit here better, but Jeremy Mack coming in here with that strip, the fumble. You guys recover. Obviously, this went to review, but big play here was pretty crucial in your ability to then shift the momentum here.
Yeah, I mean, I this is a great play. You can see Jeremy really get this thing out. We've obviously worked on this a bunch and being ball aware, and Jeremy's been one of the very best at it, even in practice, and he's already caused a couple fumbles and done some good things for us there. You know, it's a great thing there. I'm glad that we were able to get it overturned, but I think one of the things that doesn't get talked about is, that's a defensive lineman chasing the football down, and Chris gets there and gets this play. But also, look how many jerseys we have around the ball.
That's a lot of white jerseys, right?
A lot of white jerseys. I would also like to point out, heck of a job by their offensive lineman to be down there too, right?
Yeah.
Offensive linemen sometimes take that play off once they get their block. He's down there and he almost recovers it.
Yeah.
If he recovers this ball, no one talks about this play, right? It doesn't matter if that's a fumble or not.
That's a great point.
It doesn't matter, and then who knows where this game goes from there. But, great job by Chris and just great job by our guys chasing the ball down.
Also, you were forced to call a timeout here. I know that wasn't your favorite part of the game, but worked in your favor. Would you like to see this like the NFL where all turnovers are reviewed? All potential turnovers are reviewed?
I'm the other way. I wish that we had 2 challenges a game.
Okay.
And then we had to have those challenges, and inside 2 minutes, maybe they reviewed everything, and all that sort of stuff. But I would like to put more onus on us as coaches in order to do that, because I think right now, I called timeout on that the first time I've ever had to do it. But we get mad when the officials don't, review it or it doesn't get reviewed. I would like to see more onus be put on us as coaches.
Let us make that call. Yeah.
Game would go faster.
Let's go back to the offensive side of the ball here for play number 3. Traquan Jones has been clutch for you guys, but so has the offensive line, obviously, opening the holes for him to run right through and get in there. Yeah,
I mean, this is obviously a great read. You see this right here. What a great block by Ryan Joyce right there.
Yep.
All right, you see everybody covered up. All right, and then great read here. He's being patient, but then when he's slow to the hole, fast through it.
Burst through.
So now 11 can't get there. All right, and he's gone. So great call by Coach Deck. Unbelievable blocking. Good eyes right there by Colton. All right, and then look at that ball security, chin. That's a beautiful play right there.
Untouched, and he. What can you say about Traquan? Just kind of, he's burst onto the scene here your last 2 games.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we've been excited about him. We have a bunch of guys, junior college players who are playing well for us right now and doing some good things, and he's one of them. And I think our running back room, they're doing a nice job. And I think 3 of them scored a touchdown in that game, and that's a pretty awesome deal right there.
Yeah, definitely a good problem to have for coaches, no doubt. We're going to hear from some of those players when the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show continues right after this.
Joseph looking far side, going. Corner pattern, pass is up there, caught, is that a touchdown? Yes, touchdown, Old Dominion, what a throw right there, and reeling it in for 6 with Abdul-Rahim Gladding.
Back to the friendly confines of SB Ballard Stadium for Old Dominion this week as they take on Liberty. We catch up with the players who are ready to get back on the home field and try to go 3-1 on the season.
I played Liberty twice already, haven't beat them yet. Always had a really good offense. They run that triple option. They're going to pound the rock, but we know they're going to take shots too. They got great athletes on that side of the ball. So we're just preparing, for their best ball. Whether Ethan Vasco plays or not, we're just going to prepare for the best.
We try to play our best football every week, so it just depends on how we prepare, and if we execute well, then we'll play our best football. Like I said, just moving the ball. If we can run the ball well, I feel like couldn't any D-line stop us.
Yeah, the Monarchs ready to get back home and take on the Flames of Liberty. Back here now with Coach Rahne. And Coach, football, we're in the meat of football season, but some other sports are heating up and getting ready for postseason, like baseball, right?
Yep.
Last regular weekend of the regular season here is this weekend. So, we talk about that, and baseball has adjusted its playoff format over the course of the past year. What sport do you think has the best postseason format?
The best postseason, I don't know if it's format, but the best postseason is hockey.
I was gonna guess you were gonna say that. Stanley Cup playoffs, man.
There's nothing better.
Yeah.
There's nothing better. And if you've ever been to a Stanley Cup playoff game, like I was blessed, when the Avs moved to Colorado,
Yep.
They were really good.
They were
really good right away.
Yep.
We got, and they came from.
You got spoiled, didn't you?
Yeah, they came from Quebec, and
Yep.
and I was able to go to a Stanley Cup game that year, and I mean, and I knew nothing of hockey at that time, and I mean, it's awesome. I mean, Stanley Cup playoff time is the best.
Well, and the Avalanche Red Wings, that might have been one of the best rivalries in sports for a while.
Yeah, those things were crazy. Those games were crazy. Now, there was some really cheap stuff on both sides.
Sure.
They had Drury, we had Claude Lemieux. There was some bad stuff going on there, but I mean, I would say that's the best.
What did hockey kind of, you being in Colorado at that time, did that kind of grow into like one of your favorite sports that wasn't football?
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things. I'm going to tell you the other thing that did it was video games. Right, like NHL '94 is one of the greatest games of all time.
It was you could see the reflection of the lights in the ice, and it was like the first time that was. Kids will never know.
You could hurt people.
Yeah.
Injuries. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not saying we don't want this.
No.
But there was blood on the ice, right? It was a pretty cool thing, right?
Yeah.
You had Jeremy Roenick, you could get somebody pretty good.
Right.
There was a couple glitches in the game. Like if you just came across and double tapped it, you could shoot it and then get the backhanded score every time.
Exactly.
Basically. So, but it was still a pretty awesome game.
You had to figure out that strategy though.
Yeah,
NHL '94, that was a great game. That and then Tecmo Bowl, obviously, Super Tecmo Bowl was a big one. In my house too for Nintendo. I mean, you had Bo Jackson. You could do anything.
Yeah. Well, Bo was really in Tecmo Bowl was the biggest one. Was the biggest one there. But like I would say, and every team in Tecmo Bowl, every team had a play that was undefeated. You couldn't stop it.
Right.
You could not stop it if you knew how to execute it.
Yeah.
But Super Tecmo Bowl was awesome. The best thing about that one was the direct snap to Randall Cunningham. Like that was mind.
Well, it was QB Eagles.
Yes, it was. QB Eagles. You're right. You're 100% right. But that was like mind blowing stuff. Yeah, that was. It was just like, man. Yeah. And there's 8 plays to pick from.
Yep.
Whew,
yep.
That was
a lot back at that time.
Yeah.
And this may go for your answer for the last question, but any memorable postseason games that you remember watching from sports not football?
Yeah, I remember watching the Titans game, the miracle play.
Yeah.
Because I remember where I was. I was in Steamboat skiing, and I threw my back out the day before. So all my buddies and my family all went skiing, and it was a nice day. I wish I could have been there because it was like 9 inches of fresh powder. But I was on the couch, and that happened, and like trying to explain what happened to them when they came back.
Right.
They were like,
what are you talking about?
It wasn't like the internet wasn't around, so there weren't like constant replays and the other games going on, so you didn't get to see it. And like trying to explain that whole thing was I mean, that was crazy. And then the other one I always remember, I'm from Denver, so like the drive and the fumble. Like I know for Browns fans that's a bad deal, but yeah, those ones. And I wasn't a Broncos fan, but those were pretty incredible things.
Coach, maybe you'll be giving some Monarch fans some good postseason or playoff memories here coming up a little bit soon. Thanks very much for joining us. And the Monarchs take on Liberty 6 p.m. under the lights at Ballard Stadium tomorrow night.
Snap down, and here's the kick. It's got the distance, and this kick is good. Riley Callahan from 50 increases the Monarchs' lead to 31-0. 9:54 to play in the third. All Monarchs here in Blacksburg on the ODU Sports Network.
Well, obviously the Monarchs and Flames just scratching the surface when it comes to the Sun Belt schedule. Here's what else is going on around the conference this weekend. A handful of conference games get underway, some with Sun Belt East implications. Let's start with James Madison, which will pay a visit to Georgia Southern Saturday. Both looking to challenge the Monarchs for that division title this year, and ODU will travel to both teams later in the schedule. A rematch of last year's league championship game also headlines the slate as Marshall heads to Lafayette to face Louisiana. The Ragin' Cajuns looking for their first win of the season against an FBS opponent. And App State hitting the road for a non-conference showdown, taking on Boise State on the Smurf turf. The Mountaineers taking their shot at one of last year's college football playoff teams. That's this week's look around the Sun Belt. That does it for this edition of the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show. The Monarchs take on Liberty tomorrow night, 6 p.m. on ESPN+, if you can't make it out to SB Ballard Stadium. For Ricky Rahne, I'm Mark Davis. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and go Monarchs.
History made in Blacksburg tonight, as for the first time ever, the Old Dominion football program comes here and leaves Southwestern Virginia with a victory.